Hi everyone, I hope you enjoyed that little bit of music there. I think it's probably appropriate, as if you can see over my shoulder the mountains of Los Cristianos in Tenerife. I've decided to escape for a few days from the British weather. Anyway, my name's Ed Taylor, and I want to talk to you just for a couple of minutes about this project that we've put together, which is called Rea-Loaded. And it's a tribute to the fabulous music of Chris Rea. It's something that I've had in the back of my mind for quite a little while, to try and put this band together. And you're probably wondering why it's me that's talking to you. I mean, I'm the drummer in the band, and I've sort of put everything together, and not our main man, who is a guy called Neil Gordon. Neil Gordon's a fabulous guy, fabulous musician, fabulous singer. He's a very shy guy, and he's not really one to push himself forward and do things like that. That's where I sort of fit in. But as we go along with this project, I mean, Neil will come more to the fore with it, and you'll get to know him, and you'll get to know the rest of the band as well. I first met Neil a couple of years ago, and we were sort of we met while we were trying to put a Pink Floyd project together, which only lasted a few rehearsals. But during those rehearsals, one thing, I heard Neil's fabulous guitar playing, but I also thought, he doesn't half sound like Chris Rea. So I said to him, that thing sort of fell apart, but I kept in touch with Neil, and I said to him earlier on this year, I said, how do you feel about doing a tribute to Chris Rea? And he said, Ed, he said, I don't really know any of his stuff. He says, it's not something I've ever done before. He said, but I suppose I could have a look at it. And it was sort of a little bit of a hard sell to him, really, but he sort of bought into it. And I said, right, here's a couple of numbers, give them a try. One was Road to Hell, and the other one was Auberge. And I thought, well, we'll see how he goes with them. I'll play you a couple of clips of those in a minute, and you can see what a fantastic job he's done with it. Now, Chris Rea is not an easy guy to emulate. We're well aware of that, and that's probably why there's only 2 tributes in the UK to Chris Rea. One guy is Paul Casey from Ireland, who's been doing this for quite a while, and he's got a fantastic show, fantastic band. And ourselves, and we're going to be playing our sort of first shows in starting in January, and we're going to see how it goes. But we've been rehearsing hard with this, and we feel that we've got a really good show to put out to you. I'm not going to say too much more now. I'll play 1 or 2 more clips at the end of this little video. But we've got a website. I'll put a link in the bottom. I mean, that seems to be what everybody has to do these days. I'll put a link in there. You'll be able to have a listen to that, see what you think. We'd love your comments, we'd love your likes, you know, we'd love you to subscribe to the site, all the usual things, and go onto the website, and there are more clips on there of stuff that Neil has put together. And bearing in mind, as I say, he's done all the instrumentation on this, he's done all the playing, he's done all the singing, and I think you'll agree, he's made a damn good job of this. Again, Chris Rea isn't an easy guy to pay tribute to. We all know that Chris has got his health problems, and it's unlikely that he's ever going to play live again. I think that's pretty certain. So all we're trying to do is bring the spirit of a Chris Rea show back to the stage. We hope you like what we're going to do, and we'll love to see you along for the ride in the future. Thanks a lot.
You got too much